Well, going to school is a job.
Yeah, it is.
And in that same way, if you're at the 6 hours, well, that covers part. That's covering.
I don't get why the government isn't paying them to be there, like as if they were in a job.
Yeah, and in that way, like you start to offset.
I know schools
it's like,
free in some circumstances and pay brackets, but
and if you wanted to do your kids,
would that be ultimate motivation for them? Like, would they want to do it if they knew they were getting paid, and then they could also contribute to the economy themselves in the
with school? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure if that would really.
Well, I mean, the same thing would apply with an employer. Like, if you weren't there, you wouldn't get paid. Like, the motivation would be the coin. Like, if you want the coin, then you be there.
Yeah, and that would be good. And I think internally, and realistically, since they're becoming like an asset for the nation, then it's reasonable to pay them to learn, to become a valuable asset,
rather than charging them, which is to me is like. And I mean, it could be tweaked to be the things that are necessary. Like, if you want to do the things that are necessary, then you get the points and obviously the coin. But if it was something that wasn't necessary, then maybe you might have to contribute to do that. If that was your, the thing that you liked and that you felt that you were more inclined to do, and whether it be the underwater basket weaving or the,
I think you find like a lot of underwater basket weaving would come later on then.
Yeah. Well, it would, because then that would become a necessity later on down the track.
But also, I mean, not just in that regard, but like how you would, because you're already being trained from a very young age into that you need to actually do shit to survive, not just sit around.
That's right. Your purpose isn't just being here.
Yeah, the chances are some kind of like entitlement because like you breathe there.
And doing something that gives you gratification and the learnings. That's what it is to me.
I think it's unlikely. I think that the underwater basket weaving would come, but I think it would come a little later for the person.
Yeah.
It's like when
the tides are a little higher, perhaps.
Not, I mean, in time. I mean, in the human age, like that, where as opposed to like going, I did nothing my whole childhood, and I just sat around, and now I want to just paint little fucking poems.
Absorb all this information.
I'm a poet. I'm not having to be a poet. Like I'm a poet. I just fucking do.
Man, we're all poets in heart. Some of us do something about it. Some of us don't.
But it is unlikely that you would come to the conclusion as a 17-year-old or whatever that you then wanted to be a poet so much, because you would probably you're so then trained into like doing things that once you'd achieved some kind of structure for yourself, you would then go, in my spare time, I'm now going to do the thing. So it's not like you would steal creativity from people, but rather it would start to, if it had zero value, like zero kind of real survival value, like I don't know, maybe underwater basket weaving actually has a value. But
well, it could be.
I'm not sure.
You never know.
Yeah, I mean, interesting kind of baskets that might be possible to make in like a low G environment underwater. Like it could be interesting,
But well, you wouldn't have to, work the material, and the water would also, the salt water would also be, if it was salt, of course, would be aiding in its ability to be more flexible.
It would.
Like it'd be moistening the fibers.